I might have an interesting addition to your product detail page that will get you a higher return on ad spend, higher overall conversion rate, and a lower return rate. This addition is a product check on your product detail page. This check can be used by visitors to check if they are on the right product or that there are better alternatives in your catalog. And in this video, I'm going to show you why use it, how to use it, and how to implement it on your web shop. Before I'm going to show you how to actually build a product check, I'm going to show you a real life example first. So this is a Dutch e-commerce business that sells ergonomic office supplies. So for example, this ergonomic keyboard. And just assume I am a visitor that clicked on a Google shopping ad and is directed to this specific page. However, I'm not sure if this is the right keyboard for me. So beneath the call to action, add to basket, they also added a check if this is your perfect product, which I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to answer a couple of questions. And sorry that this is in Dutch, but I think it's not rocket science. You'll get the point. So what's the main reason you are looking for a keyboard? Well, I want to get rid of some physical complaints. And what complaints do you normally have? Well, mainly my shoulders and my neck. And yes, I use the numeric part of the keyboard a lot, and I want something that can be used wireless. So now they're checking if this is the right product for me or that they have a better alternative in their catalog. And it seems that there is a better alternative in their catalog. So we found a better option. This is my current product, as you see. And you see immediately that it just doesn't suit my needs. So it's not for shoulders, it's not for neck, it's not wireless. And this is a better alternative. And luckily for Ergo to Work, there's also a higher priced alternative. But this shows me that all the answers that I gave, all my requirements, this keyboard exactly fits that description and fits my needs, which for me as a buyer gives me a lot of confirmation during the buying process and will increase the likelihood that I buy. And for Ergo to Work, it will increase their chance on a conversion, chance on a purchase, increase their return on ad spend. So this is a very cool setup that Ergo to Work is using, and how they use the product check to confirm if this is the right product for me, yes or no. So I am in my bluebarry account right now, and this is an overview of all the quiz funnels that I'm using. So I only have one right now in this specific demo account, but you can imagine that I'm using maybe 10 or 20 different quiz funnels, depending on different campaigns, different categories, different products, etc., etc. So I'm going to use an existing quiz. I'm not going to build it from scratch. And I'm going to use that quiz to turn it into a product check. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. So let's edit this specific quiz. So this is where I am building and designing a specific quiz funnel or a product check out of a quiz funnel. And on the left hand side, you have these steps within your funnel. So you have your start page, you have your different questions, or different questions that you want to ask within your quiz funnel, and you have your result page. And if you want to, you have your product check as well. Let's quickly preview this, how this will look. So start quiz, answering the questions, budget range, premium, I want silent typing, and take me to the results. I'm going to skip that one for now. And this is your pre-result page. And now it shows me a couple of product matches that fit my specific answers and requirements. So that's very cool. But now we want to turn that quiz funnel, not just in a normal quiz funnel, normal product recommendation quiz, but actually use it as a product check on a product detail page. And that's what we do over here. So here we need to enable it at first. So if it's disabled, it will look like this, but I've already enabled it. So you can enable it. And you have a couple of choices and designs and design options, of course, that you need to make. Let's start with the first one. That's the pre-result page. Again, the loading screen in between the quiz, finalizing the quiz, and the getting the recommendations. I would say we are checking if this is your perfect match. That's a good description for a product check. So the first decision you have to make is actually when is a product is a good match. Is it on 80%? Is it on 90%? Is it on 70%? Truly depends on your own preferences and your own products, of course. I would go with around 80%, just so you don't have it too high or too low. And I think 80% normally makes sense. And sorry to interrupt you here, but I want to quickly tell you about bluebarry. And bluebarry is actually the product that we are using right now to build the product check in this video. Bluebarry is a quiz funnel builder that e-commerce businesses can use to build high converting, up to 15% converting quiz funnels for their e-commerce business. Our platform is specifically designed for direct-to-consumer e-commerce brands that have anywhere between 50 to hundreds of thousands of SKUs, but they don't want to compromise on design. So if you want to convert anywhere between 8 to 15% of your quiz takers into buyers, please start a trial and hopefully I'll see you soon. There are two main design options. So if your match page and you have your no match page. So what am I going to show if this product is a match, and what am I going to show if this product is not a match? So let's start with the not a match first. So let's call it we found a better alternative. And this is, again, as you see, it's blurred out. This is the current product that my visitor is on. But you always want to give the option to go back to that specific product. So let's call it the call to action, go back to product, because if someone is willing to buy that product still, he or she has still the option to actually do that. And the other one is the great alternative. And this one will be, call to action is view product. So if the product that my visitor is on is not a match, it's below that 80%, this page will be shown with some alternatives. Right now I have just one alternative, but I can add another alternative as well. So let's call that price alternative. And that's lowest price. Again, view product. And this one will be ordered by a specific property, which is price, which is ascending. So I want the lowest price first. So now I have some alternatives to show to my user to actually will help them during the buying process to find another option if this isn't the right fit for them. What if it is a match? Let's look at that as well. So let's go to the match section, and this keyword is your perfect match. And I want to add a label to it, which is perfect match, and this is your product. And the call to action is buy now. So I think we've set everything up. One big thing that I didn't mention, and I'm not going to fully explain it in this specific video, is how to actually build the logic between the answers of the quiz and the actual recommendations that come out of it. That's something, in our case, that you do under the match results sections, where you can add the logic behind it. So for example, the budget range, the low budget answer that I'm giving in the quiz, I can add some rules to it. For example, in this case, the price needs to be lower than 50. For the medium, the price needs to be less or equal to 100. And based on those filtering and those rules, I can connect the recommendations to the actual answers that are being given. But that's a video for another time. Okay, so let's preview this product check that we've just created. Again, I'm going to click on preview, but before just diving into the product quiz, I'm actually sort of simulating or pretending that I am on a specific product page. In this case, let's say I'm on this specific product page, and now the preview is using that product to compare it with my, or to actually preview the real product check. So let's start the quiz. I want to do for gaming. I'm going to use it on the travel, mainly budget range. I have a medium budget and I want silent typing. I'm going to skip the email for now. And now it's checking if this is a perfect match for me. And there is a better alternative. So I can also immediately see why this product isn't a good fit. It isn't a medium budget. Also, it's not the best for traveling. It's offering me some better alternatives that actually do fit my requirements, which is pretty cool. So that gives me the confirmation during my buying process to actually know exactly which product to buy. So this is how you can build a product check and use your existing quiz funnels that you use in Bluebarry to build a product check, which is a very cool functionality, and definitely will increase those conversions and that engagement out of your Google Shopping and your Meta ads that you are running. To add something to this whole story, of course, you need to add it on your own website as well, to give a quick example of how that works is in the launch settings. Again, you can choose your preferred display type as well, but you need to add this little script, bluebarry script, into the head of the page that you want your product check to be running or your quiz funnels to be running, like how you implement Google Tag Manager and those marketing tools as well. And lastly, if you want to really publish it, for example, by using a button click or an instant launch or after a specific time on the page, you need to use this piece of code just for your normal quiz funnel and this piece of code for your product check. So I think that's everything there is to know about how to actually build the product check, how to design it, and how to launch it on your website. If you think this is interesting, not just the product check, but also using those quiz funnels to give product recommendations to your visitor, I think a good place to start is just by starting a trial. Just go to a website, try now. You can just build your first quiz funnel for free. We have a 14-day trial, and you can just test it out with some of your own traffic and see if it works and if it fits your expectations. But for now, thanks, and hopefully I'll see you next time. If you are an e-commerce business owner, e-commerce marketer, or an e-commerce marketing agency,